So joining me now on the National Counties Cricket Show, we've got Alexei Kervezee from Buckinghamshire. Now, I've got to ask the obvious question, sir. I did say that right, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I've been called plenty of things over the years, and that's up there. So don't worry about that.
Welcome, mate. How you doing? How you recovered from watching those results coming in or watching the game going on Tuesday?
My heart rate just about recovered, to be honest with you. I think I was watching every single ball and living every single ball together with a host of the others from start to finish. And unfortunately, I had quite a lot of cricket to watch with our game being rained off. So I had too much time on my hands to watch other cricket.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Buckinghamshire had already finished. Their game had basically been rained off. And you guys were then sat there watching Cambridgeshire and Staffordshire with a game that, there's no other way to describe it, swung from one way to the other very, very quickly. And we just didn't know where it was going to end up at the end. So it was all good fun for you guys, wasn't it?
Well, I'll say good fun. It was interesting. I mean, in many ways, you prefer if things are left in your own hands. So at least you know where you stand. But unfortunately, with the rain, what it is, high Wycombe way, it just meant that we couldn't do anything about it. And we just were very reliant upon what happened down the road.
Absolutely.
And to be fair to Staffs in Cambridge, they made a game of it. And it swung one way to the other and kept me on my toes for most of the afternoon/evening.
Yeah, myself and my colleague, we were WhatsApping each other back and forth all the time because it was another wicket, and then are they going to declare? Are they going to? You just didn't know it was going to happen. And to be honest, I thought Staffs had left it way too late, but actually to get them 9 down, and effectively, there's a real serendipity here. You guys beat Staffs by 1 wicket, and
Yes.
Staffs failed to come through by 1 wicket. So a nice bit of serendipity there at the end.
Yeah, it was. And to be honest with you, I would have preferred it had it been a little bit easier as opposed to 1 wicket either way.
Yeah.
But to be fair to them, good game of cricket. So credit to both those teams for doing what they did and to make a game of cricket as they did.
Absolutely. It's been an interesting championship season for you guys, hasn't it? You started off with a convincing win. There's no two ways about it. Beating Suffolk, didn't you?
Yeah. I think we won the game convincingly, as you say. I think we just found ourselves in a good place during the game, and things sort of fell away a little bit. But then the funny thing is as well is you have the next game against Cambridge, if you will, where we were on more of a challenging side, having to block it out.
Yeah.
And then the other side of the game, which we playing against Staffs, and we beat them with 1 wicket to go, sort of thing. So there's been a lot of up and down cricket for us throughout the championship.
Yeah, it's been like that without a doubt. So you've sort of gone from convincing to not too sure, and then that you scrambled over the line. I think against Staffordshire is the best way to describe it. With guys scoring runs, you might not expect to score runs at the end as well.
I think that's a little bit to the credit of our side, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, we're currently, I wouldn't say transitioning, but obviously we've got younger lads coming through and different names on the sheet and all that kind of stuff. But the younger lads who are all performing as well, all within the realms of performing. So not cricketers who are just coming in and are not doing anything or just making up numbers. They're all lads that are putting performances on the board to the point where we're winning games of cricket, drawing games of cricket, and we've got ourselves into a position where even though we might be in a place of transition, if you will, we still found ourselves in a championship final, quarter-final of white ball cricket, and in some ways unlucky in the 2020 stuff, depending on how you look at it. And I think that's kudos to the players and also kudos to the coaching staff as well, to be fair.
Yeah, most of you've been there and thereabouts literally in every competition this year, haven't you? And I think you 1 or 2 wickets here, a few extra runs there, and it would have been a completely different season altogether. But you've made the championship final again, 2 years since you were back in it against Devon, and it just seems coincidental again that you got to play Devon once again at West Brom.
Look, it's one of those things. Obviously, it was 2 years ago. We had a decent sort of few days out against them last time, but that was 2 years ago. That's in the past. And you know what every game of cricket is like. You have to earn the right to be in a position to win a game of cricket or give yourself half a chance. And Devon are a good side with good players. So yeah, I'm a massive believer of turn up, do the right things, showcase your skills to the best of your ability, and what will be will be.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think you guys and Devon are in pretty similar boats, aren't you, in terms of going through that transition, quite a lot of younger players coming through. It seems to be quite a phase in NCCA cricket at the moment generally, but it means that there's a number of players who are going to play in the final who didn't play 2 years ago.
No, exactly. And it's just one of those things, through either be it through work or life or whatever it may be. My apologies, my daughter seems to have joined me for this interview. She it's just one of those things, through life and through work, family, whatever it may be. Different people go into different stages of life, and it just means that it just means that you got I don't want to say an overall of players, but it just means that one people in, one person's out, sort of thing. And that's just the nature of the beast and the nature of cricket and where they are in life.
Yeah, most definitely. Looking forward to the final. You've obviously got your plans in place already. I'm sure you've started looking ahead at them. Is there anything in particular that you're looking at with Devon?
I wouldn't say anything in particular. And again, and I don't mean this in a sort of disrespectful manner in any shape or form, but I'm a massive believer on us focusing on us. Obviously, we have ideas and plans about Devon in terms of batters, bowlers, and what they do. But I'm a massive believer in making sure that we look after our own end and that we turn up, do our skills to the best of our ability. And then it's very much a case of may the best team sort of win over the best next 4 days.
Most definitely. And I think, West Brom suits Buckinghamshire and Devon, I believe, both sides. And you can see that from the results in the past, where it does tend to be a high scoring ground to start with, but then the bowlers do come into it towards the end. And, you play up in the Midlands yourself, so you're well aware of that.
No, it's obviously quite nice that obviously West Brom's only half an hour down the road for me. So that's quite nice from a personal point of view. But again, it's a good ground to play cricket at. As you say, there's runs to be scored, wickets to be had as well. I'm sure it'll suit both sides, and I'm sure it'll be a good game of cricket for 4 days, weather permitting.
So, is there any of the youngsters that have stood out for you from Buckinghamshire? Because obviously we know about Connor, we know about Cam Parsons. Who stood out for you?
I think we're quite fortunate at the moment in the fact that the young players coming through are all good cricketers and performing in their own right. I mean, you have a look at someone like a Billy Dodds, who is coming to the side. He's been scoring heavily for High Wycombe, to the point I think he's currently the highest run scorer for High Wycombe, and up there in the league at the moment as it is. He's coming to our side and he's performed as well. He's kept scoring runs without necessarily going massive, which, to be honest with you, every time you watch him bat, it looks like it's just around the corner for him. And it looks like it could be the kind of cricket that once he sort of has that first one, he could kick on massively. I mean, you've got his brother, Archie, who, to be fair, is coming to the side as well, who's got a bit of X factor about him with the pace that he holds. And what a lot of people don't realise that, although he might be batting at 3 for us and people sort of going, oh, what's going on? This is a lad who up to the best part of the year, 2 years ago, was a batter who bowled as well. He's just that his bowling's taken off to the point everyone's sort of forgotten what he can do with bat. Someone like a Ryan Friend who started playing for us, who's, due to be fair, in 2020 cricket's made a name for himself with us at times. And in the red ball cricket's put performances on at times with the ball taking crucial wickets, like he did against Staffs. Then the likes of Teddy Fleming, who came in against Staffs as well, who got himself 30-odd to nigh on win the game towards the back end. So all got lads there are all coming in and performing. They're not just taking or making up numbers or just taking places. They're there, and they're lads who could be around for a long, long time.
And I think what's crucial there is that age in particular. When you look at Billy Dodds, he scored 900 runs for Bucks this year across all cricket, which includes under 18 Bucks cricket. And this is a guy who's excelling at the very top end of the Home Counties League already. Exactly.
And then, ironically, I was actually talking to Jason Harrison today about sort of the next conveyor belt of cricketers that are coming through. And there seems to be quite a lot of excitement around the best part of 6 or 7 cricketers that are currently coming through. So it's a credit to the coaching staff and the actual system as it is at the moment that we've got players coming through that are of note and good cricketers.
Yeah, most definitely. I think that's the key for all the NCCA counties right now, isn't it? The rules were changed a number of years ago to reduce that age, and it's actually gone another level, I think, where you're seeing these under 21s, under 20s coming through and making a stand. And we saw Archie play with the Challengers last week against Ireland, and looked absolutely. I didn't realise he was a batter a couple of years ago until someone said it to me.
And this is the thing where, and like I said, like we're fortunate that the players that we've got coming through are actually exceptionally good cricketers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that's the case with other national counties as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one of those things that's really good to see when you got young cricketers coming through, but actually performing and making a name for themselves as well, and lads who actually want to sort of push on in the game as well to see where the game could take them.
Yeah, most definitely. And plans for the weekend then for you guys? I'm looking at the fixtures. I'm guessing that a lot of your players have still got games to play on Saturday as well. You won't have far to go, obviously, being down the road, but some of the lads will be playing down in the home counties and then coming up the night before.
Yeah, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's probably potentially the last game for majority of the lads on Saturday, the national counties, who are playing the last game, who will then be travelling down afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Bragg and myself, ironically, are playing in Smethwick, which is literally 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're literally down the road, which is perfect in many ways.
Uh-huh.
But no, it's sort of nearing the end of the season, and I think all the lads are looking forward to the game on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, and then looking across the lads, you just say towards the end of the season, you've all played a hell of a lot of cricket this year, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. But I think the irony is, like, again, I suppose you got the age element of it as well, whereas you get young cricketers who, even come the end of the season, they're still relatively fresh and good to go again.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty, I suppose, of being a young man, where games of cricket and months of cricket don't really affect you.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll still be a lot of buzz, enjoyment, energy come Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Fingers crossed for the weather. That's the one thing we always have to hope for. Last year was a damp squib in the end between Staffs and Berkshire, and but it looks a little bit better. Look at next week, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks a little bit better, but at the end of the day, the weather is what it is. I mean, we've had an exceptionally dry summer. It's just the irony is you get towards the back end when you're playing a final and it looks like it's the end of the world outside. But it is what it is, and I'm sure we'll play cricket, a good few days cricket, and hopefully we can get a result one way or another.
Absolutely. Hey, look forward to seeing you down there, Alexei. I'll be down there a couple of days next week. Go well. I'm sure you guys will have a great few days together. As a group, you'll have a great 3 or 4 days together no matter what. And that's just a nice way to end the season, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, I keep saying it, we're fortunate with the lads we have. We all spend a lot of time together, but we actually enjoy each other's company as well. So we talk a lot of nonsense on and off the field and everyone gets on. So we're looking forward to it again.
Have a good one, mate.
Thank you very much. And I'll see you during the week.
You will.
Bye-bye.